So what the mayor spends on doing this, the sign, the people that hang the sign, to have the police department come, the trash, she could take that money, right, and actually home and house a person for a year.
We know, and our commitment is to make homelessness rare, brief, and non-recurring in Washington, D.C. We set out this bold vision talking to people from all across the District of Columbia, and I will tell you what I'm struck by. No matter where people live, or no matter what their station in life, if they're very wealthy or if they don't have much, they all believe that a city as prosperous as ours should and must solve the problem of homelessness in our city.
People who make the sign, you know what I mean? The people that you send out to post a sign, the hardware that you use to post a sign, to bringing the police department on the cleanup day, to the trash truck, sending somebody out from the mayor's office, and then people from the homeless people come over because they got to make sure the homeless aren't being treated bad. That's a lot of money that you're spending. You could take that money, right? And even if you housed one homeless person or fed 1,000 homeless people that day, I think it would be more appropriate. It doesn't seem like a long time, but it's a long time, right? Especially when sometimes you go a week without a shower in the summer. That's freaking miserable, especially for a fat boy, for anybody, you know what I mean, you go try to find places to wash up and stuff like that, you know what I mean, but it isn't the same. Bird bathing isn't the same as a shower. Here, homelessness isn't the worst thing in the world. It just looks to society. And they go by and they like look at my dog and they go, oh, poor puppy, poor puppy. But I will tell you this, and I want everybody in the school to know, my dog has no idea he's homeless. He has no idea. If you took him right now and took him to a mansion and laid steak all over the ground, right, but not with me, he would think he's homeless then. Because he wouldn't have what I give him, the love, the affection I give him and everything. He's fed well, he's taken care of, he's exercised, he's played with. You know, he doesn't know what homeless is. He just knows that he's loved, so.
The fact that people started sleeping in tents and the tents were really visible made the mayor, who doesn't want to be known as like, you know, the mayor of a very big city that has a lot of homelessness, made her really crack down. I mean, we've got to get rid of these tents. We've got to get rid of these encampments. And I really believe that the main impetus for that is that it's a really visible sign that DC has not solved its homeless crisis. And in fact, the homeless crisis is getting worse.
I just go around the corner, out of the view of the sun. That's the cat and mouse game. So you know it's cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
Why are you still going with it? It's not effective. This is not effective to anything. This is not effective.
One of the principal challenges that we face is the lack of affordable housing. And that is a increasing problem because what we're seeing is with the development going on in the district, that the cost of housing continues to increase while incomes are not keeping up, you know, with the increase in the cost of housing. And so it was already a challenge for people who were or are low income. It's becoming increasingly more of a challenge, you know, as those property and real estate values continue to increase.
You say you built these shelters and stuff like that. Shelters aren't good. Shelters are a thing to bring you out of the cold for a few hours or to bring you out of the heat for a few hours. They're not okay. You can't cook a meal there. You can't half the time take a shower there. You know what I mean? You have to go to other places. That's not doing nothing for the homeless.
There's been this drastic increase in the number of tents. There's always been people living on the streets, in DC. There's always been a lack of good shelter to go to. There's always been a lack of affordable housing. So people just were more hidden before. And so, the city kind of knew that they were out there, and we kind of knew that they were out there, and you could, sometimes find people if you went and looked under the bridges and, under the freeway overpasses, but it was really hard to actually see them if you were just walking down the street. You had to know where to go to look. Now it's a very in-your-face, open problem that isn't going away.
A specific number of vouchers are issued every year, and there certainly are not enough vouchers to meet the need that exists in our community. I would dare say probably around the country, but definitely it's not enough to meet the need or the demand that we see in the district.
Nothing that the city's done in terms of these cleanups has changed the problem at all for the better.
I was ecstatic. I was very, very high. I was in another world. I can't even explain to you how high I was. I started texting everybody and I just couldn't believe it. I thought, wow, that's cool. Now I'm gonna be higher when I move in. Yeah, I'm gonna be higher when I move in. I think after I get some furniture in there, I'm gonna get some furniture in there. I think one of the biggest things I'm gonna do, right, is cook my dog the biggest steak you ever had. Yeah. And show him that the bed, and give him his own couch. He's gonna have his own couch.